Running man spotted.
Sam, are we live? Okay. So, the terrorist side rush to B. And they have the round, I guess. Yes, classic B, rush, pistol round. CTs can't do anything about it.
What do you think, Arindam? They're echoing though.
Usually, yes, usually when we look at the final stage match, the CT sides are gonna echo second round. Even though I have forced pistols, but
Another round
foil,
for the.
I will not lose cleaning up the round to the terrorist side. Coming on to the third round, I guess the counter-terrorist side should not buy. Yes, they're exactly doing that. They're just forcing deagles up close and try to get some kills.
This might be another A setup.
Okay, we have a player that disconnected. Is that a disconnected player, Sam?
We will pause again next round. Tell them we will pause again. We have a technical error.
This is another kill round for the terrorist side.
We will restart the round. We will restart the round.
Acha. Okay, fine.
Wait. Okay, let me just.
The round will be restarted because before the damage. Okay. They said the damage was already done. FPS drop, but can we have a confirmation on that? I'm having a confirmation on that. Give me a second.
1 second. आपने नीड डाला है में तो सीधे से ऑलरेडी डैमेज ना What's going on?
I guess Sam. The McDonald's smoke coming in, you can see smoke. The player on shot cannot do anything to help him, and the rotations aren't there yet. I guess it should be a save for this CT side if they don't get an early kill. It should be a definitely safe because then you have to go to 5-0 with nothing to play back.
Well, I probably think Shouldn't
Ha,
be
they
safe.
then now it's a safe. Okay, it's definitely a safe for. We need that op going on to the gun rounds,
Can you save though?
but I don't think it's able to save that gun. These are the situations where you need to save 3-0, 4-0, where you don't want the economy on your side as a CT to get worsened after every single round. That's what teams tend to do mistakes, taking the decision about going for the retake or not going for the retake. There's a top connector smoke coming through by Tech while I will not lose. Oh, they're running up short. There's no one short. There's no one short. There's an underpass player. The B player is getting overwhelmed unless he gets one frag. He won't get a frag. Clean. The terrorist sides are not having any of it. Not giving any space to play. The underpass flank not working out as intended. But let's see another gun round, Sam. What do you have to say?
The economy is not looking good for them though.
Yes, they have to win this round, or you are looking at a 7-0 lineup.
They forced it. They put all the monies in.
Yes,
Two of them
definitely.
don't have any utilities. One is on A side, BKGG. You can't do anything with them all.
This I would say is a very bad A main smoke because it's not blocking the vision and it's just wasting utility
Well, to be
when
honest,
you don't have
Real can
a very
stay in the
strong
safe too.
economy. Yes, definitely.
Well,
And with the bomb, we can see the bomb is coming towards A, so we're practically thinking of a A hit right now. Though they've given up footsteps, they've put. Okay, they're just rushing out A. All players of the CT side are in jungle, so they cannot deny the bomb plan. But the T side don't have a proper after plan to play. So let's see how does this go out. Definitely not going well for the city side. I don't know what Mr. Help is doing, but he must go down. He must go down.
seems like 6-0 is pretty hard to contain at this point.
They're taking a timeout from terrorist side, which seems is that a technical timeout or what do you suggest, Sam?
I
Is
think so. I have to look at them.
or they're trying to play an anti-eco round where they are trying to figure out if there is a mid push or a deagle up close in palace or a underpass push maybe.
I think Blank is going tactical right at this point. I thought the
Yes.
counter trades would take a timeout.
Yes, exactly. They don't want to lose this round because they know it's a eco round and they can have this round clean as well.
Looking at economy,
So we can see BKG has forced an SMG. It'll be very amazing to see where he plays that SMG. The SMG is currently in
Most of us have
Palace,
heard
but
that.
then most of the players are in B app, so it's very little helpful.
Spotted.
Spotted, the only solo B player spotted, number 4 is Mota OP coming to cover him, but then the bomb is going back. But then this is what we were afraid of during eco rounds. But now the SMG comes into play and the dunk on that we see a constant trade and they're going B shot now.
I don't see.
But then no, but then I have different perspective because when you have forced every single round of yours into a retake, now this becomes a very difficult choice to make 2v1.
But you have to look. He has no utility.
But he has no utility, but I think he has to go for this because the amount of rounds they have forced up, but he's never gonna expect the elevation of Dark Phoenix. Yes, he's saving.
Spray on there.
trying to
Pushing the play on Dark. Dark and Killen. Both are. They want
he
to play.
tagged him. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He tagged him through the triple box. He doesn't know. So close.
Clean that up. This is swarming the location.
He didn't take the kill. He didn't take the kill. BKG didn't take the kill. He didn't dare to peek.
BKT with the AK. But you think Brian is that good for the counter trade?
This is what I was telling about Samki. If they go for a retake, they still have money to buy this round. See, BKG had an opportunity to even buy an M4 if he planned to go for the retake, but he didn't choose to. The Devil sides are not afraid to show their presence. Oh, 2 kills from Mr. Hell. Stuck in. Triple kill. This round shouldn't go waste for the CT, but then we're still on 2v1. A huge task for Aim House replace. Full utility, no kit. Catch one off guard, but he has taken a lot of damage. I guess the utility should come in. Yes, exactly, the utility is not right. It was a triple plant, not a default plant. And the terrorist side. Definitely. Actually, I think from jungle he could have figured out where the plant was coming from, but I guess team comms are very heavy during these finals matches.
True, very true. Right now we can see the stats of ranking score going.
This is what I was telling about. See, the bomb is solo going Palace. If there is a CT player who could push Palace immediately after round so that Palace.
I will just
Yes.
I will just talk to guys.
Okay.
We could have seen that what Mota did. Great, I didn't expect that completely.
Nice skill. But then,
Very forward
yes. That's exactly what I was talking about. You can see both the cities up close in Emin, and the bomb at Palace this round can go crazy. The bomb has been spotted, and he's falling back immediately.
Mota getting the info. Mota looking for the
Definitely, the city side should not lose this round. They have to have some score involved.
Oh my god, Mota with the speed.
Definitely, this now comes on discipline. CS. The aiming guy should just fall back. He should just fall back. Just stay there. It's a fight.
I see a trade-off in the A main side.
I'm getting a very bad feeling, Sam. The CTs are gonna again lose this round. Positioning, timing, Pulse taking out the bomb out in the exact right moment where he needed to take the bomb out.
Dark playing the high spot.
But I guess the call should have come that there's no player up short because
He doesn't know.
he doesn't know. Okay.
Bomb has been planted.
I don't think.
This is a 1v1 market plant. He has a molly to play to take this.
Going for the P. He has the kit.
Terrorists win.
Missed it. He missed.
Hard round to lose.
It was nice. Mr. Hell baited Dark Phoenix with their footsteps towards the left, but he then picked right. But then the shots wasn't there, the aim wasn't there, and Dark Phoenix standing up when he had to. As you can see, the T sides are straight up taking the duel. They just want to fight it out. That's what is keeping the CT side down. Here's a double frag, but he has taken too much of damage. He must be out of here.
Review again
Dark
with the under
Dark
push.
Yes, Dark Phoenix is out.
Can he get under?
He's given a CT smoke. Good trade off. Let's see if Dark Phoenix can do this. Hurt the CT side so bad that they bleed out 10-0. But he's very low. But he has all the time he wants. All the time he needs. A smoke and a molly to play. No one is over peaking, but it's just a patience game. The CTs have to rotate to be. There's the sound. Adrenaline losing the patience.
And both of them are ready.
Terrorists win.
CT sides not daring to lose this round, playing it disciplined, and they're up on the board. So Sam, what do you feel? What's there for the CT side to fight? Are we looking at a 9-6 half? I don't think so. We're looking at a 9-6 half. What do you think, Sam?
If you look at the economy right now, if the T side lose another round, then there might be some.
They might be in problem for a round, but not more than that. Yes, and T sides have taken the mid control.
Cutting down one by BKG.
But the control is there. The frag is not there, but the control is there. They're up close. Frag. Definitely. T side pulling out their game.
The chair play by Pulse might be turning.
But now the call must have come that the bomb is at chair.
Debut lurking around the B side.
That is what Divu Peak is caring about it, because he knows someone might be creeping through market, and he has the kill. Very nice kill. Divu Peak. He cared for that flank ever.
That was a really good play by.
Yes, he started. For Pulse, I guess you should be saving this round. They have a 9-1 half, and to have a desperate 1v4 clutch like this with an op, I don't think it makes sense. In 30 seconds. He has the bomb, he has everything. He needs to save. Definitely he must save. But that's it. When you're winning, you just want to win more. Creeping through connector. And the player is rotating out. If he can catch one another player, there might be a plant. Then it's too late for a plant, I guess.
Terrorists win.
It's too late for a plant.
As we were saying, if the CD side wins that round, there might be some economic problems. We see one maximum being drawn into the T side.
But then they have the cavalry, they have the utility, they have everything that they need to win this round. The Mac 10 we know can be a nuisance up close at the apps, and those close angles where you have an FAMAS or an op. But the headshot is not quite there. We see a failed molly, but then the molly smokes out. They're all blind. Is out. 2v2. There's one still there on the side. The op has been heard.
Terrorists win.
Pre-fired. Ten two. The CTs must fight for a 10-5 half. They need these 3 rounds, but then the economy is not good, so they're looking at a 10-4 half. It's not gonna happen. They already bought it, and they bought guns. They have no utility. It's a mixed buy, a scout, 5.7, P250, an AUG, and an USB. What do you say about this round, Sam?
Might be game changing.
Very unlikely right now. The util, the same. Not enough. It's not enough.
Terrorists win.
for a side that plays T side so separately, so aggressively, you need as a CT team, you need right calling, and you need your players to stack some areas of the map more than others, and that calling needs to be on point. Whether you want to send 3 players up mid or whether you want to send 3 players in B, they must. We see the T sides are not keeping alert. They're not doing any bullshit whatsoever. They're straight up rushing B with all the utility they have, and they trust it. They trust their utility. They trust their flashes. The first kill comes. The second kill comes. The trade is there. 3v3. The trade is still. The trade is still there. The trade is still there. The trade is finally. Don't lose this fight. Don't lose this fight. You don't have to peek. Don't have to peek. You're support. You don't have to peek. Aim house replay. You don't have to peek. But then, Voodoo with the clutch. Voodoo with the clutch. They are up. The CT side. Last round. And they need
To
it.
be very honest
Trust
about
me.
the thing,
Trust me. They need this round, Sam. The CT side need this round. If they have any dream of coming back.
see, as much as that team blankly scores, it's pretty obvious that they know what is coming.
They know what is coming around, but then as a CT side, if you lose the pistol round, we're talking about the 3-0, and then the score comes to a 7-11 standstill, and morally it boosts you. But the bomb is still close with a player, and he has no support. Pulse coming back to support his bomber. But the A side players are having none of it. BKG on 1 HP just survived that fight.
Aim or saving his teammate Voodoo.
Definitely. He got his back. Oh, never predicted that. Never.
Things can
Up
still
so
be turned
close.
around. Things can still be turned around.
So, what do you look? What do you think? Yeah, what do you need to win this pistol round if you are the terrorist side?
See, if I was the terrorist side, I would reckon that a B
You go for
is
B
pretty
split?
obvious. So I would rather go something smart.
You can do a B split, but then you need aim for that. And the aim has not been quite up front. There's a single player stacking A. This might be amazing, Sam.
They're gonna go for a B.
The smoke is missed. The flashes are gonna come in. The smoke is not there. And that is a disaster. That could have been the round, Sam. CT smoke. No player.
From the
You're pushing hard. The tags are there. You need this kill. The T side shouldn't go for flares now. Just wait for the plant. Just wait for the tap. Just wait for the tap. Aim house replay taking an immediate kill onto Dark Phoenix, and he needs that kill. It's a 2v2. It's a nice one by the terrorist. Said almost had my heart pumping out. Good round, good round. Totally properly called by the T side to go A because there were 4 players stacking up B.
We see an interesting play by the counter now. They have
But then,
scout and 3 leaders.
yes. And what you're looking for that scout, again a smoke missed by the terrorist side. You don't want to do this when you're 5-11 up. The jungle smoke has been deployed, but there's a wastage of smoke there. The scout. We see a B split sort of a kind thing, but they're not pushing up short immediately.
He was spotted finally. I thought Scout is gonna get away with that.
The T sides are gonna come in because we have look at the scoreboard, but then they shouldn't do this exactly because of
the little spy that
Yes.
yes. I don't suppose they can pull by this one either.
either. That's what I was talking about, Sam. 11-7. So when you win the pistol round T-sided, so you tend to win all the 3 rounds because it is generally an eco or a force buy for the CT side. Because you don't have much utility and the M4 also costs 3150. It's expensive. Terry side going for a fast B shot play. The first player is dead in B. They're gonna predict a second player, but then I don't know, Sam, if they're gonna predict a third player. There are 2 players still in B. Nothing. The trades are just there for the T side. Very good trading. Sam, do you feel Mirage is T-sided?
I feel like Mirage is a mind game. If you know, if you read,
Definitely. But I always prefer the CT side of Mirage. It's
to be honest, I prefer.
Terrorists win.
We see I think he was going for the AK. Nowhere to be found.
Mirage has too many angles, and people know Mirage.
Mirage is one of the
Too
most
much.
played maps after
Right.
Dust 2.
Do you think Mirage is the next Dust 3? We can call it the Dust.
It can be the next Dust 2 itself. But
No,
Mirage
we can call it the next Dust 3.
We can.
Gives it Dust 2 files because of the orange color, the brownness.
Okay, Adrian.
Voodoo doesn't want to. He's not taking anything. He doesn't want to take the bomb there.
Dark should know that someone is at B-apps. He might have heard them. We see them moving up there.
But in the position Divuvu and Dark is playing, you could see Dark is very up front. But they were pretty nice, decent crossfire. The flashes are not on point. Dark didn't need to do that. Dark didn't need to do that. He could have just played Get Right or something.
2 off versus 2 AKs.
Is the short plan there? I guess the short plan is there. 1v1. And he knows where he's coming from. Is he gonna expect the reposition from the terrace side? No, he's not gonna Okay, the flick comes in, Sam. Oh, I don't know. He checked it. Did he check it? I don't know. It was a nice reposition by the T side. You gotta feel bad for him.
I don't know. I really don't.
Dark just on point. Yeah, definitely. That is the round the T side wanted to have. But they still have something to fight for. There are 2 farmhouses up. And I guess there is a decent buy at the T end. Yes, there's a decent buy. They have all the utility they could ever want.
I don't think I
But the frags aren't there. The frags are not coming.
The nade doing the job.
To come for this default plan every time again, but then the only thing is that you don't have a proper after plan to that. BKG must push CT. That's the only option you have gonna have for a decent plan.
But there's an off standing right there.
But then that
And
I
Divivu
guess-
is almost in the side. He got
Definitely,
taken down by Voodoo.
definitely
BKG with the 2K. That was a really good one.
the op on default box saves the life of the T side.
That was a costly setup by the counter terrorists. It should put them back a bit of economy. We are looking at a much bigger thing, the economy right now. It's not looking very good for the counter terrorist side. They are making an A stack. What do you reckon?
Damn, Sam, that was crazy. That was crazy close.
I was wondering if you left me alone or what.
That was crazy close. But the
Ah,
T sides
yes.
have it. I'm really proud of the T side. They came back 9 rounds to 12.
Okay.
And look at the economy of the CT side. The T side needs to play this round discipline and very properly. They need this round. Sam, trust me, they need this round.
Looking at
If they
the
have
utilities,
yes,
the counters
if they
don't have
have
much utility to play with.
I'm placing a bet, Sam. If the T sides have this round, we're straight going on to a 12 equal score.
They have to, otherwise it might be really hard to get any more rounds.
But
We
then do
see
you
a
see
short
the
push.
rotation? Ah, there was
BKGG waiting on the Divivu.
Aggression. T side playing it out very beautifully. The molly is
Aggression.
proper. That is not something that you want to molly. You want the molly to go deeper. Something like that.
The
right?
mid is completely for the players to take. Mota with the other kill.
You have two players in B, but there's just a lurker in B, and they have no idea whatsoever. The mollies are coming in. The players are coming in.
The double up making the job easy for the counter
Too
terrorists.
much lurking from T side. Too much lurking from T side. They didn't need to.
Aim was getting the counter, but he's left
Sam,
alone.
Sam, can't hear you. There's just a message coming that. Can you fix your voice is coming.
I think it should be fine right now.
Can you just check it on your end if your voice is coming properly?
Alright.
There might be some distortion or you're not audible some sort. I don't know, you need to raise your volume. Just confirm it once. We see a deep B apps control smoke coming in. That's very amazing because the bomb is going deep B apps and the smoke just landed very deep. The T sides are on a eco. You don't want this eco. You don't want this eco.
They have to, otherwise they won't have any economy for the next of the rounds.
But the bomb is out. But the bomb is out. Made under control. Scared. He's all alone. He's all alone. Mota OP has to defend the bomb. He can't push any further. And are you looking for?
I'm looking for Mota
One
getting the
big.
kills.
One more Mota gets the DK. Sam, that was the round the T side needed.
That was the round the T side needed, but
And
that was
now-
hard against 5 Eagles.
Now the T side has to show what they're capable of, what they're made of. Don't you think,
We
Sam?
see some confusion during the mid smoke. That made
There's a one-way smoke coming in through the
Adrenaline almost getting the kill.
almost getting the kill. But there's two players on B shot. That was never expected. That was never expected from the T side. And the Sam coming in.
BKGG getting through the smoke.
Reverse snap. Yes, he got him through the reverse smoke. The nade softening and hum and voodoo tailing the kill. It's all up to BKG.
Terrorists win.
Not dodging that flash ever. Straight on his face. Match point for the counter terrorist side. Blank eSports playing their disciplined game and there's just aggression. Can't hold it back. Again, you see Pulse doing the same BAP's deep smoke, denying any lurker, whatever. I will not. Okay, there's a frag already.
I don't suppose it's gonna hurt anyone on the blank disco side.
Yes.
Getting the one kill on the. Does they see anyone in ticket booth?
They just
A mouse with the try.
Counter-terrorists win.
too late to react. Too late to react. GGWP. Sam, next up
Inferno.
we have Inferno. Can you take a screenshot of the scoreboard?
Done.
Will the stream be live? We're live. Welcome back, everybody. The second map of the grand finals. Blank eSports taking the CT
First
side.
map. We should say that Blank played the Mirage map pretty good. That was their
Pretty
choice.
good. Pretty good. But then the terrorist side lost the map on one round, basically. If they disciplined themselves in that very round, I think it was a very pretty close game. I'm up for a very good game. They're stacking up B. The boost is not quite there. A miscommunication on the end of the city side. But we see a kit, Sam. We see a kit on adrenaline who's all over the.
Yes,
He's on
exactly.
rotate. He's on rotate. The kit is on rotate, and it's a very nice tactic to play. So the player rotating can have the kit. But the CT side.
I reckon it will be a B push any moment now. They were holding for the time.
There's single player at the new box, and is
Anything
dead.
can't be
He's dead
done right
already.
now.
The coffin player must be taken care of, but the cover is not quite there. Mr. Help shouldn't be taking this duel. Yes, he should be taking this duel because of that. And he has no way to defend the plant.
That was a really good peek from Pulse.
I guess that round could have been sealed by Mr. Help. He didn't have to overpeak there. You just take the 2-on-1 fights when you're in pistol round because the headshots are immediate.
Exactly. I feel like Inferno is more like a city-sided map.
But
If
yes,
they play
but
with
then this
patience.
this round it's equal. You are gonna see a force from coming from the T side, and it's pretty common these days. You have the fallen flash, but there's no one at banana. He spots a player.
Can the nade get anyone? We see no one getting.
We see 2 kills, almost 2 kills coming in. The reload, not doing it for in-house replay, and Foil having not to take him out with the USP. That must feel bad, Sam.
That really feels bad. But as we can see, that Foil is around half HP. He's now dead.
The B side's open, so
I don't know.
Rivubu has to rotate. Rivubu has to rotate. He has to rotate to the B side, and that leaves Arch open. And when you're looking at the player coming from A to Arch, then A is open. Fantastic from the T side. Just rotating players here and there, not making them. Now it's all up to discipline, Sam. Can they?
Sorry, I was on call.
Can they hold on to this, Sam?
1v2? I mean,
1v2.
they have
Mota
to.
OP. Mota OP coming with that experience.
When you pick a map, you have to pick for your strongest side.
Definitely. And Sam, the force buy from this T side, perfect call out at the perfect time.
If you're listening,
Yes.
this might be a pretty good round for the.
But then
City
always
side.
when you are entering B with so much of smokes,
You tend to.
there's
You
a
tend
spam
to.
through the smoke. There's another player at Coffin.
We see
But that-
Dibubu
that
getting the
Phoenix
Galil.
just going for this spam through the Coffin blocks. But
That was a really good shot by Adrenaline.
Dark Phoenix getting that kill. There's a player at Dark and there's a player at Hobbit. Another
F-
dig.
Those are Crips.
And there's a
Moda, can he do
single
anything?
player.
No, he can't.
Dark Phoenix showing his
The 5
class,
Deagles taking the round for the
Showing-
city side.
showing his prowess with the Deagle. Dark Phoenix, incredible performance. And if you look at the stats, Sam, the stats are pretty close in Mirage.
Exactly, but
And
in Inferno, it's pretty obvious that what you would do. Let's see how to make it happen. It's like everyone knows the map so well, and all of the strats. It's about the timing in this map that is much more important. We see BKT holding at right angle. He getting the first lead.
There's a player AFK, Sam, so we have to ask the team what is wrong.
Are they talking about anything? Give me a sec.
I couldn't figure it out. Sam Iman was AFK for a while. He was AFK for a very long time during that round. Key spawn. Is there a technical pause we might take?
Can you ask them? Can you ask them what's wrong? Okay. I suppose this is not out of a concern if they can't speak, but
How to unpause, Sam? Dot unpause.
I will do it for you, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm still silver 2 in hosting a game.
Silver 2, I would say I'm silver 1 then.
No. You're definitely some in the range of DMG, I'd say.
I would not take that as a compliment rather than a sarcasm, I suppose.
No. Definitely, you've hosted this tournament very.
Well, there were 16 matches played in this CSGO tournament. We saw some lovely plays from every team.
You've seen one-sided games, you've seen comeback games, you've seen games that totally fast.
I suppose we could see overtime this time around. The only thing we're missing. And what better than to have
overtime in this tournament, I guess?
No, not even a single one.
Definitely won this tournament to end in the overtime. What do you say?
I hardly reckon that would be possible the way Blank eSports is playing this match.
Because I need to go have my dinner after this match and I don't want this match, finals to stretch it to the third map.
Well, that's very, very selfish of you. But anyway, let's...
The crossfire coming in for the CT side. There are two players app and one player has been spotted because of the scope. Too much aggression from the CT side. Too much aggression.
That was not needed. That was not needed.
But Mr. Help is really low. Voodoo should give the op to Mr. Help. This
might be the turning point that the B side is open right now.
Yes, exactly. And
there's an op to play with.
T side and the T side, they're right about it, but do they have the confidence to just go?
It might be too late.
No.
It might be too late.
There's the nade.
Missing everything.
2 HP and the dream, Sam. 2 HP and the dream. Can he do it? 2 headshots you're looking for, and it's not there. The fumble. You can't.
This was very low
at this stage. But did you see the nade, Sam? It was.
I saw the nade, but it hardly did anything to him.
But then he was 2 HP from 6 HP.
I suppose that really doesn't matter with the AK if you get one headshot anyway.
Necessarily, but then you need 2 crisp headshots that we're looking for.
Mr. Help, go and find those headshots we were talking about, right?
You can't have things here. You can't have exchanged bullets if you are that low.
I suppose, yes, but this looks like a Tech 9 round. The nade doing a ton of damage.
Yes, the nade doing a ton of damage. And the MP9 pros, we're just farming up the kills. And there's a last kill, M4. He has the M4 to play.
Let's see who has the guts to push the smoke. 2 nades coming up.
and M4 to play but nowhere to go. He has to find his way out. And he is finding his way out.
That was a really brave play from Aim House.
Very, very brave. Really brave.
If things doesn't look too good for now, but that's what we said for the Mirage map as well, but it turned out to be a really good competition at the end.
But then, I guess this Inferno T side is looking a little bit more balanced because you're looking at rounds that are going through a 1v1 to a 2v1. So the economy on the CT side is not that pretty good. You can see two players very low on money, $250 and $1350. So if they lose this round, definitely they're going on an eco or they're dropping some.
We see Adrian looking for the peak on the balcony. Didn't spot anyone, rather. And BKGG looking for the balcony.
Dark Phoenix has been heard. His position has been called by the apps player. But let us see if Yun taking too much aggression.
3v4 should be an...
I say, Sam, they should go for a B split.
Bs are hard to retake any day.
Arch is also open, but they can seriously just go B. They can seriously just take the
That spray through the smoke from foil.
Smoke.
Foil getting another kill.
Is he expecting the push through the smoke?
Suppose yes.
His position has been called out.
They know he's not in sight.
They know he's not in sight. And the off shot that missed. He knows he's in sight. He can go
have
A.
time. He doesn't have time.
He just realized. And perfect play by Dark. He's in dark.
No
Dark
time.
is in dark.
No time to
And
plan
he's
either.
gonna kill him. No. Dark
That was
is
such a painful round to lose. What do you reckon is a good score in the T side right now?
The only thing that I guess the last round the clutch didn't happen because the spectate players were not giving the player the time call. He didn't know he has so little time to do something.
To be honest,
Yeah, he messed up his play there. He had the kill, but then he couldn't do it.
Adrian being aggressive in banana, taking the whole banana for himself. Dark being aggressive right now, but he gets traded off by Mr. Herb.
But look at the positioning.
Foil is low. Foil is very low.
Look at the health. Look at the kill. Look at the weapon. It's against the T side.
This should be hard right now.
He's gonna catch him. He's gonna swap to the AK, which you always want to.
Terrorists win.
7-1. This might be really hard for the CFROST side to get back in this game, and they need to win this match if they want to play any further. This tournament has been around 3 maps thus far. Mirage, Inferno, or favorite those 2.
But we've seen CFROST play overpass. There's a weird boost coming through the T side. I love that. But they are close with FNP.
This is being a very tight push.
Not working out for the CT side. We have a plan here, boys. We have
This
a plan.
might be the round we were talking of. A B push. The classic B push.
The critical part of this retake is banana. Help.
Talking about
has
banana.
to the banana player.
Foil being very
Help has to
careful.
the banana. He just saw that and he's falling back. He's having none of it. He knows. 1 HP Divyundu. He's very low. Smoked out.
I don't reckon he should do anything.
Full facility 16 HP and he's going for it. He's going for it.
Voodoo being very
He's being very
lucky.
don't know
To be
what
honest,
to
he's
say.
very lucky to not be sprayed down like that.
Exactly.
The CFROST still having some surprises up the sleeves.
But do you see that thing, Sam? Do you see
Negative.
that thing?
You know, there was
Do you
a
see the
time.
laser beam?
There's
Do
a
you
time.
see the laser beam?
There was a time in them when the negative used to be so good.
We have 4 players playing B.
I want to see what he does right now with the negative, Mr. Pulse. We see the first kill from the negative.
And they know it's a stack. Do they know it's a stack?
I suppose they do. They heard 2 gunshots.
They're being mollied out, but then you don't want to waste your molly.
Adrenaline can be peaked off right now. He knows. That was a really good off play by Dark Phoenix. Mr. Help playing the waiting game right now. Let's see.
Yes, exactly. And
The patience for Divu is very less, to be honest, right now. And we see a bomb making way to B.
and he's out.
The
Mr.
negative is
out.
down.
The negative has fallen. But you see both the players rotating in from.
It is a still possible
Yes,
retake.
definitely a retake possible because you are seeing BKG on 2 HP and the util on. But the util on the CT side is not pretty good.
Exactly, but the thing about
And
the
no
op,
kit- and no kit Sam.
I don't think it
no
would
kit.
be.
Yes,
The time is already gone.
Time is already gone. Are they going in for a late retake?
It can't be possible right now, right? There is no time for it.
There's no time for it.
Should be a proper save right now for the op. Might be missing the
Dark
shot.
Phoenix, you need that kill.
He didn't get that kill, but he's still dead. 7-3. I reckon it's still possible to get 9-6 and it might be a good game.
It might be even at this point when you're a T side, you fight for a win half. You fight for a half that is 8-7 or something. Because right now you can go for it. You can seriously go for it. You win this round, the economy on the CT side is not pretty good. Then you have another following round, and then it starts crumbling.
That's some really good insights.
There's an immediate trade that
That's
happened.
we are down to 1 player E on each side. Each side losing 1 player, but it doesn't affect much.
A very good smoke to say, not allowing Dark to play that op openly in the mid, but he has rotated all the way over to Arch.
Dark
Pick that.
Dark is left to cover the whole A side with 1 op.
I know he's pretty confident with his op, and he has left the A side.
I reckon the CFROST should be
Yes,
looking
yes,
towards something other than B pushes.
A side, but I don't know what Project Pulse is doing. You don't want to do that, Project Pulse, when you're A.
They're making a call, they're gonna sack B. I don't think they heard anyone.
Perfect call from the CC side. Perfect call from the CC side. But can they? 1 kill, 2 kill.
That was a perfect play.
Blank eSports calling out
That
so
was
well.
such
So
a
well. As a T side, you need to have a lurker in your round to play this type of Counter-Strike. You need to have a lurker lurking every single round so that when Dark makes a play like that, he leaves A side open and goes to library, you can punish him. That's what you want.
That was some good calling. Really good
Very
calling.
good call. Was that a leg? Was that a leg? That was actually a leg. The gods are favoring the CT side.
Foil with the op. We haven't seen him with the op much.
What do you have to say?
BKGG with the first kill. Can he know there is another behind the sandbag?
Exactly. But they must know, right? They're not giving a single footstep. The
I don't think he will check that.
checking.
Right
That's
as
why
you say about it.
But yes.
Jack making his way towards the coffin. But
They even baited the sandbags player with the op scope. Did you know that? Did you hear that?
exactly.
They literally were holding sandbags and they were baiting that player. But then very good on BKG to take that flag.
If you
Now
can see,
what?
if you can see the map, then you can see that Arches is completely
Yes.
open for them.
Yes. Now you are having Dark to make a decision whether he needs to stay B or whether he needs to look Arch. He has multiple places to look. He is looking the right way, but there's a lurker coming behind him. Has he given up?
He has given the sound cue.
Bro? Given up too much sound, and he's not doing that.
He's gonna get punished for that.
Dark taking the AK and saving. Very good. GG. Good round.
Good game. Are you suggesting that?
No, it's not a good game. It's far from a good game. I believe this T side has still.
I reckon the T side should win another 2 rounds if they want to.
They still have what it takes to fight. You don't want to lose this op and the AK, so they will be staying at pit. Aim house replay. You don't want to go. Is this an eco coming in for this? This is what I was afraid, Sam. The CT side, they shouldn't be doing this. I'm very against it. A force at this stage, but then
They took out 1 round with the force.
Yes, they have the confidence to back them up. What they actually need, and they're not actually overpeaking with the force round. They're stacking this round and playing very disciplined CS. Can you see that, Sam?
Very
They're playing a
disciplined.
default setup. They have never played a default setup. 2A, 2B, 1R.
That shot just landed on 2 people. BKGG and Guru.
Was that an op shot?
That was an off shot. Through the wall, I
That was an-
suppose.
I don't know, Sam.
I
How
suppose
are
that was an off shot.
2 players through the wall, half HP. But that makes a difference for a FAMAS or an AK, Sam. You must
Yeah.
really, because you're not having those AK one tap headshot potentials like the AK when you're.
BKGG
having
giving the
the
sound cue
FAMAS.
again. He might be in trouble. Can't go back now.
But the CT side, they're not gonna pick him. Definitely not gonna pick him. It's an unwise decision. But Dark Phoenix has given the sound. If I was a player marking Banana, I would pre-fire second oranges immediately after hearing that sound. Has BKG heard it though? Sam, did you hear it? There was a sound when you jump on second oranges.
I suppose he
And-
has. He should definitely know.
He hasn't heard it. BKG, you need a better headphone. Sorry to say.
Missing the shot on. And he got punished. Guru missing the shot there.
Though I'm very aware of that sound because I am the one who plays B most of the time, and I usually do that when my player is rotating and just jump over the second oranges. And I have been pre-fired numerous times by a lurker just because he heard me jump there. So BKG could have taken the advantage, but the CT side, T side, they're buying PT Bison.
I don't reckon that would be much good, but the Tech 9 making the plays right now.
Tech 9 going in hot.
The op,
Look at
the
Pulse,
op and
look
the
at
position
Pulse.
of it.
Look at Pulse. He knew where
He
everyone
has
is
given the
coming
sound cue
from.
at second mid.
As it give it to him. Just give it to him, Pulse. He wants it.
He doesn't know.
He
He
wants
doesn't
it.
know. He
He
doesn't.
wants it. He wants it. Sam.
He might. Oh my god, the timing.
He wants it, Sam. Good half. We're almost looking at a good half. The same half that we had in Mirage, right? A 10-5 half. Or did you have a 10-4 half? I don't quite pretty remember. I don't particularly remember that, but then
What do you want? What do you want to know?
was the half 10-5 or 11-4?
In Mirage, it was 11-4.
Achha. So can they do better?
I suppose they can do much better because Inferno is a city side map.
But then 11 HP would do 4v5. Can they do it?
Mota getting the nice shot on foil though.
And
BKGG with another kill.
But then you have to look at the Diablo's
But-
position, the Vivu.
The boiler play by Divuvu.
The Vivu has. But
The timing on pulse. Divuvu getting another kill.
And he needs. And he knows he's low. And he knows he's low. 2 again. The Vivu, the dream and the backstab by Adrenaline Dark Phoenix. 10-4, same story. Are we seeing another Mirage 2.0?
I suppose this time they can try and go all the way by CFROST.
But it's CT side. Last round, probably the last half of the tournament, Sam. Maybe.
Maybe.
Are you emotional? Are you gonna cry or something?
I don't suppose I would cry if it goes for another map.
That's a fast CT smoke coming, so it's a B push. Anti-fallen flash to come on over. There are 3 players B. They know it's a B hit. They're just holding their crossfires now. There are 2 players coffin. There are 2 players coffin. There's the kill from the coffin player. There are 2 players coffin. We never expect that.
No, not a single one dead from the counter trade
Very,
side.
very nice. Very nice stuff from Mota OP coming through playing. And BKG never peaked. Was BKG playing new box? I guess he was playing the new box player never peaked.
He was waiting for the right moment to peak.
He was waiting for the crossfire was just there. I think another we're gonna flash, fallen flash, banana, aim house replay is going for it.
He's spotting 2 players. Amouse spotted 2 players.
Spotted 2 players and he must have given the call that their digs up down.
Mota making the pushes, getting all the info he can. Amouse with the first kill on banana. Can the MP9s go on a roll? Mota with another kill right there in second mid.
Dark Phoenix with the smoke flash.
Mota with the Deagle shot. That was a really good round from the counter side. Lots of economic coming in.
Yes, that's what you want these rounds. You don't want to lose this SMGs because then you have the economy to get going. You want your economy to get going.
I suppose the most economical way to get more money is using shotguns, the auto shotty for time.
We see this timeouts being taken by the team which are having the momentum again and again. The terrace side in Mirage, that was Black eSports, I guess, when
Yes.
they were winning, they took a timeout, and now
I suppose
the
that's
terrace side
some
there,
motivational pep talk going on in their camps.
yes, definitely, and definitely when you have 4 timeouts, you could use a timeout for this. It's
We hardly
really
see any
good.
teams using the timeouts for any strategy.
Exactly.
In this tournament, I hardly saw any team dot fall.
That's what you need to break the momentum of the. You really need to break the momentum of the opposite team. Otherwise, it's just the confidence grows over every single round, and they just outthrow you.
That was a really good play from Mr. Help. Aim was with another kill and mid.
Are you looking at the live chat?
I'm not. Can you tell me what's going on? That goes in.
Tanil Borua, right? Germany Brazil scoreline. Definitely.
Germany Brazil scoreline. Alright, let's see if.
Riz Rahman says Arindam global in commenting. Oh, no. Definitely not. Dark is in dark. That was a funny moment.
What's going on?
We have got Diptanil Borua again. Spamming Arjuna Award for Arindam for contribution in sports in India. Nice.
We see the
How did he miss it, Pulse? He missed the second
that doesn't
shot
matter
at the
though.
end. The bomb is down, but he's taking no risk. He's straight away taking the bomb down. The players might have called that.
The bomb was left in camp, I suppose. It was in T side.
Do they know? The question is, do the T side know? T side is open. Yes, they know. You don't want to be planting this plant. Very difficult to have a proper after plan position. But the CT side, they've given the sound, and Dark has this time boosted upon the ninja box. He has heard one player coming up short, so must have given Foil the call out. Foil is looking.
First kill from Botu.
He messed up. Foil messed up, and this is not going well. At a stage like this, you need to have that kill. Do you think the retakes are too easy for the CT side? They're going for every single retake. Are there pause call coming in?
Can you just say what's going on? Admin sir, can you ask? Please type.
I just request whoever is watching the stream just to give a like. Please like, share, and also subscribe to it. We're gonna have this kind of tournaments in the upcoming year as well.
Upcoming year? I was thinking we are gonna start one more this coming session only.
Sam, there's only about a month to next year.
Well, you said next year, so I suppose that means something.
Yes, definitely. We're going to have lots of tournaments. Sam will be hosting them pretty soon.
No, this time I would be playing in them, of course. Enough with the hosting. It's another hassle, but no doubt it was a really fun experience. First time, and it was really a blast.
The next big question is, are you coming back from retirement, Sam?
Did I ever retire though? I was thinking a laser break.
You almost took a break like Zip next did, so we are hoping to come back.
I hope so too.
This is a splash being lined up and it's gonna burst so bad.
Most of it was one kill. He got traded off. But because he just wait for the trade.
Look at that trade.
The trades coming from counter trades.
Trades.
Arindam, I reckon your dinner might be put down a little more longer.
I know. Was that the edge of the smoke that fucked his crosshair up?
I suppose, but it's always there's a slant in when you go towards the mid side. If you see, there's a little bit of slant. Aimhouse getting the molly kill onto Adrenaline. Voodoo getting the first kill. Voodoo getting the second kill as he died. That was really, really brave from Voodoo.
Mota OP has heard him. He has heard the new box player.
It might be still possible for fall. It is possible for fall. Finally.
Clutching it out.
Finally, the first round for the blank in T side.
Pretty nasty things going on right now, Sam. 12-9.
This might be a really good game right now.
I say overtime. Let's go for it.
Let's go for overtime, yes.
Early CT smoke coming from the T side. There are 3 players stacked up in B. Though they have taken up banana, they have utilized banana and they are falling back. We still have a molly at aim house replay, so in case the T side starts to rush B with numbers advantage, they have a molly to keep them out. But Sam, I guess it's gonna be a B hit. After that frag, and with this much of B control, it's gonna be a B hit. Yes. Aim house replay using his utility a bit earlier, like.
This is Paul going for the dark kill. Will it peek? Voodoo getting the first kill. Can he get another? No, he doesn't. He gets shut down.
While 1v3, can he do it?
He can't this time around.
Can you see see the CT side what they're doing, Sam? They going 3D every round, using their utility, taking banana control,
and then going back.
Yes, that's exactly what you don't want the T side to be doing.
But this time, Mr. Help gets punished for pushing too hard.
That's a negative point. But then I guess it should be comfortable for the CT sides till they have their trades going. Because any moment now, aim house replay will be rotating towards the A side just after using his utility, and there he is. Aim house replay, ready for the rotations.
Mota getting punished for overpeaking this time.
EKG taking an aggressive duel, that I'd say.
Can't do much about that. It should
It
be another round for the trade side. Yes, that was attack, but still, he was burning off the molly anyway.
But for Project X, you don't want to be messing up that kill, because if you mess up that kill, you're just giving away your eco. You look at Project X foil; he just has $600 in his pocket, and that kill was, I'd say, a lakh.
Voodoo denied the save.
Clean denied.
I suppose this could be pretty hard to get back from. We are looking at the same state as Mirage right now. They don't have any money. This might be a mid push right now from CFROST.
Nihal Fukan writes, Sam, hashtag Sam will never play.
Come on.
Terrorists win.
Bets are coming in, Riz Rahman has betted if CFROST wins,
Yes.
I'm gonna change my name to Mota OP. Definitely, Riz, definitely. We will remember that.
We will not let him forget that. Reese, of course, the semi-finalist of this tournament from Inverse. Arinam, you were also there in Inverse, right? In semi-finals?
Yes.
How was it against Blank? Like,
They were pretty good. They were pretty good. And it was a one map qualifier, so Mirage was a little bit tough for us. We never really got grip of that match.
that's some hard luck, but this kind of things happen.
Yes, definitely. What Pulse is doing, you just don't want to do this when you have this wall smoke. We call it the Great Wall of China because
Great
it's a
Wall
very
of China,
spammable
yeah?
spot. It's a very spammable spot, very needable spot. When I'm in the smoke as a B player, I love if there
Aim house punishing Pulse. Stayed away punishing Pulse. Pulse getting the other kill. But he gets mollied off.
Voodoo just tagging him up and up. He's throwing the op, being diligent enough to throw the op. Will he get the AK?
He gets
Yes,
the
he will
AK.
get the AK.
Can he give the bomb plan? That will be a great boost for the terrorist side.
Yes, he has 2 mollies at his disposal, but he used them so quick. As a T player, you just want to take fights that doesn't deal you much damage at this stage, but where Dark Phoenix is going, I guess he's going towards the apps. So he's generally looking at the balcony pop out or something. And if Aimhouse replace tags him enough, it should be a pretty easy retake. Exactly, he doesn't know there's a player up short.
Terrorists win.
Okay.
14-11. It might be still possible for CFROST, but they don't have any ops. They don't.
They have any ops. The terrorist side are hurting them so bad. Blank eSports, they're literally denying them their space to play. Look at the economy of the city side, Sam. They're winning and still they don't have the economy.
That's because of the amount of people that died.
Yes.
CFROST being smart enough to get those kills.
We have a kill.
By Mota at mid. The counter is making the pushes towards the TRs.
But then now do we have the call that Mota has already pushed up? Because up there we don't have
They
a
are
call
not ready
Mota
for
not-
that. Exactly.
Not ready, yes, not ready for that. And you can see the CT player. He's living up short. He's letting the players come short.
He couldn't take
Dink
this.
there. The dink is there, but the kill is not. And we have a retake.
Divu being smart enough to go for the push. Divu getting the nice kill on Mr. Health.
On 12 HP. And now he has given the flash through the smoke. Wow, he's not